What's up, gamers? Hi, wanderers, and hello, internet. The Diablo 4 devs over at Blizzard recently concluded their first of two live streams ahead of the October 17th launch of Season 2 of Diablo 4, Season of Blood. There's a lot of information, a lot of quality of life, a lot of updates. Here is the TLDR. 5 new endgame bosses. 5 endgame bosses have been added across Sanctuary to increase the variety of endgame experiences offered, providing better opportunities to obtain specific unique and uber unique items. The new boss fights are unlocked based on succeeding in different tasks across Sanctuary, with different resources required for facing each boss, and each new fight becoming available as you progress through World Tiers 3 and 4. The reward pools for these endgame bosses have been significantly improved. Each boss drops specific uniques exclusive to their individual boss fight. The Duriel boss fight has significantly increased the chance to drop uber uniques, making the process of accessing these coveted items more achievable. Each individual boss also has a chance to drop unique cosmetics specific to each boss, making the access of specific cosmetics in-game more targeted. Endgame activities. The time between Legion events has been reduced from 30 to 25 minutes. Legion event warning timers increased from 5 to 10 minutes. Fix an issue where the Legion event pin would not display at the edge of a player's minimap if a Whisper was active for the Legion event. The world boss fight is available more frequently to players on all world tiers, as the spawn times have been reduced from 6 hours to 3 hours and 30 minutes. World boss warning timers have increased from 30 to 60 minutes. Fix an issue where the world boss pin would not display at the edge of a player's minimap if a Whisper was active for the world boss. For increased visibility, a message is now broadcast to all players when the world boss is 15 minutes away from spawning. Golden experience rewards have been increased from the following activities: Helltide chests, cashing in grim favors, completing individual whispers. To ensure enemies constantly give experience relative to the current player level, the Nightmare Sigils rewarded from Whisper caches will now always be within 5 levels of the highest level Nightmare dungeon the player has completed. To improve readability, Helltide chests now have specific icons on the map to indicate their type. Whisper caches adhere to the item slot of the cache. Experience and monster leveling. Decrease the time spent to reach level 100, making the journey about 40% faster. The experience gained from killing monsters at level 50 plus has been significantly increased and rises steadily as you level. Prevent monsters from being less powerful as character levels increases by making monsters in World Tier 3 and 4 match the current player level at a minimum after levels 55 and 75 respectively. This increases the overall experience of leveling, making it much more smoother. Incenses now grant a bonus to experience and persist after death. Increase the potency of experience bonuses, elixir, season blessings by making them multiplicative with the world tier bonus. Nightmare dungeons. Expedited the demon slaying process, as Nightmare Sigils now teleport you directly into the Nightmare dungeons. Avoided some players not getting Nightmare Sigils from dungeons that have no final boss. Nightmare Sigils are now rewarded upon completing a Nightmare dungeon instead of final boss defeat. Objectives have been removed from some dungeons. Only defeating the boss is needed to defeat the Nightmare dungeon. Multiple Nightmare dungeon afflictions have been updated. Backstabbers. Close monster attacks from behind cause you to become vulnerable. Vulnerable damage taken is increased by X%. Monster critical resist. Monster attacks reduce the damage of your critical strikes by 3 seconds by X%, stacking up to Y%. Death pulse. Prevent death pulses on monsters that have explosions on death. Prevent death pulses from spawning repeatedly on top of each other. Lightning storm. Being shocked while in the protection dome grants 35% bonus movement speed for 5 seconds. Only starts when players are in combat. only starts if the protection dome caster has a direct path to its targeted player. Drifting Shade, duration reduced from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. Respawn time increased by 2 seconds. Massively reduced backtracking by placing all dungeon objectives on the critical path of a dungeon, making them much harder to miss by taking a wrong turn. Many dungeon layouts have been redesigned. Improved the overall readability of traps by enhancing their overall visual effects and reducing their crowd control. End caps have been added to ensure dungeon layouts don't feel too linear. Paragon Glyph experience has been increased. Events made dungeon events more worthwhile and enticing to players by increasing their monster density. NPCs should no longer be killed with one hit in World Tiers 3 and 4. Item adjustments significantly freed up inventory space by making gems a crafting material. Gem materials can now be taken to a jeweler for crafting. Prevented players from losing their progress on a hardcore character from connectivity issues. Scrolls of escape are now consumed if a hardcore player disconnects while in combat, teleporting them to a safe location. Reduce the chance of being locked into certain stats on a legendary item by reducing their overall enchanting costs. Reduced overburdening inventories and causing unnecessary trips into town. In World Tier 3, normal, magic, and non-sacred rare items will drop as crafting resources. In World Tier 4, normal, magic, and non-ancestral rare items will drop as crafting resources. Gold drop rates in World Tiers 3 and 4 have been increased to compensate for this. Higher level monsters in World Tiers 3 and 4 drop sacred and ancestral items of greater item power potential. Normal Whisper cache rewards now provide plus 10 item power. Upgraded caches now provide plus 20 item power rewards. Helltide cache rewards now provide rewards of plus 20 item power value. Miscellaneous improvements. Reduce the time spent having to regain renown each season. All earned renown rewards persist between seasons and characters. This does not include experience or gold. Earned skill points, potion capacity, max obols, and paragon points earned from renown will persist between each character. Renown, experience, and gold must be earned on each character. For example, Character 1 earns renown Tier 2 in a region, gains a skill point and 1 potion capacity. Creates Character 2, earns renown Tier 1 in a different region, gains 1 skill point. Creates Character 3. The character automatically receives both renown rewards from characters 1 and 2, 2 skill points, and 1 potion capacity available. This also applies to hardcore characters. If renown rewards were earned on a hardcore character in Season of the Malignant, those earned rewards persist for a new hardcore character in Season of Blood, regardless of whether your previous hardcore character died. For hardcore characters, Altars of Lilith and map discovery progress still carries over within the hardcore realm. Similar to Season of the Malignant, Altars of Lilith and map discovery progress for hardcore characters that died before Season of the Malignant will not persist for Season of Blood. Coveted items can now be marked as favorite and cannot be sold or salvaged. 2 additional character slots have been added. Ease the ability for players that haven't completed the campaign to access seasonal content earlier by adding the option to skip the campaign on character creation if any character on your account has completed the prologue. Prevented wasted minion and companion attacks by ensuring minions and companions no longer target invulnerable enemies. Mounts. Improve the horse riding experience by improving the overall responsiveness of mounts. They are less likely to get stuck on barriers or slow down unexpectedly. Reduce the time it takes to travel across Sanctuary by increasing spur duration, which now breaks barricades. Base speed increased by 15%. This does not affect top speed. Remove the need for players to place their cursor on the edge of their window for max speed. General speed has been improved relative to cursor placement. Improve combat and mount versatility by reducing ability cooldowns by 50%. Manual dismount cooldown has been reduced from 10 to 5 seconds. Forced dismount from damage cooldown has been reduced from 10 to 4 seconds. The delay between a dismount combat skill becoming available after mounting, example, the Barbarian's Bounding Slam, has been reduced from 10 to 3 seconds. Town adjustments. Additional stashes have been added to all capital cities near important vendors. Reduce the need to travel to capital cities by adding stashes to all small towns and waypoints. Reduce the need to travel to capital cities by adding an occultist to the Tree of Whispers waypoint. Reduce the need for additional walking. Purveyors of Curiosities has set up shop closer to the waypoint in several capital cities. Improve navigation through Sanctuary following character creation by adding 10 waypoints to the list of automatically unlocked waypoints for those that skip the campaign. There are 2 waypoints in each region. Note that for players that choose to skip the campaign and haven't unlocked these 10 waypoints in any character, they will not be automatically available. UI UX. Improved item sorting and overall organization by adding stash search and stash filter functionality. Improved streaming functionality by adding streamer mode, which hides sensitive information such as character names or battle.net usernames. Improved organization by displaying item affix tooltips in a more intuitive and consistent order. Improved organization by grouping extracted aspects with the same legendary powers together when sorting in your stash and inventory. Improved navigation functionality by adding the ability to auto run. When moving in a direction, the player will continuously move in a direction faced or where the cursor is placed until another movement is activated or a skill is initiated. Improved navigation by adjusting the zoom level of the minimap. Added an option for hiding all combat text, i.e. vulnerable, dodge, fortified. Improved unique item visibility. Improved access to the screen reader option by enabling it by default. Improved cursor contrast colors and options for versatility and customization. And there you have it, the TLDR from the latest developer stream over at Blizzard for Diablo 4. Huge updates, a lot of great quality of life changes coming for Season 2, Season of Blood, which launches on October 17th. But beforehand, we're going to get another developer stream, a Campfire Chat, on October 10th, which I'll be covering live on my Twitch channel. Be sure to check that out. Links for all that, as well as the developer stream, will be in the description below. Let us know your thoughts on the TLDR and what is expected to come in Season 2, Season of the Blood. Let us know in the comments below, and also be sure to check out my other Diablo 4 video where we break down Season 2's expectations. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in Sanctuary, Wanderers. Thank you for watching. Likes and shares are kindly appreciated, and subscribe for more Diablo 4 content. Peace.